Headline number one reads, Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi, the butcher of Tehran, killed in helicopter crash in remote region. Now, this is an interesting one. We got some supporting evidence and stuff going on here. Let's try to paint the picture. This article reads, Iran's hardline president Ebrahim Raisi was killed when a helicopter carrying the revealed leader, known as the Butcher of Tehran, crashed in a remote region of the country Sunday, officials and state media said. Now, Raisi, who is 63, his foreign minister, and the other passengers were found dead after the rescuers discovered the helicopter crash site early Monday. State news agency MER reported, quote, all passengers of the helicopter carrying the Iranian president and foreign minister were martyred. Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, who holds ultimate power with the final say on foreign policy in Iran's nuclear program, said first Vice President Mohammad Mokber would take over as interim president. The state's IRNA news agency reported, quote, I announced 5 days of public mourning and offer my condolences to the dear people of Iran, Khamenei said in a statement. A senior Iranian official had earlier confirmed that Raisi was killed in the wreck after state media reported there was, quote, no sign of life at the crash site. Now, everybody has jumped in. A lot of world leaders have jumped in, offering their condolences. Messages of condolences have been pouring in from Iran's allies, including the leaders of Saudi Arabia, Syria, Egypt, the UAE, Qatar, Jordan, Iraq, and Pakistan. Russian President Vladimir Putin called Raisi, quote, a true friend of Russia, while Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi said he was, quote, deeply shocked and saddened. Now let's check in with what other people say. Israel, for example, they took the OJ approach, saying, quote, it wasn't us. That's an official statement, and that's all it was. It wasn't us. It was. I'm sorry, guys.
You know what that means.
Them niggas did it. They killed that man.
Yeah, they did.
They killed him. Yeah, they jumped in on there. Now, interestingly enough, a former Iranian official partly blames the United States and our sanctions for the helicopter crash that killed its president.
Yeah, but only the white man.
Right.
And Trump.
Iran's former foreign minister, Mohammad Javad Zarif, said the U.S. sanctions, which prohibit Iran from purchasing U.S.-built aircraft, could be partly to blame. In a phone interview with state TV on Monday, Zarif said the sanctions prevent Iran from having good aviation facilities.
That's not our responsibility, motherfucker. Why don't you build your own shit?
It's true.
We need to stop selling any of our shit to any of these fucking fucks.
I'm cool with all of that.
Yeah.
But these sanctions, they've been in place since 1979. They were lifted in like 2018, I believe, until we found out that, they were building more nukes and put it back in place, right? So that's what they're talking about. And right now, like, they can't own or have any helicopters or any aircraft that have like more than 10% of U.S. made parts is the sanction, and how that plays out.
Well, that might be a good thing with Boeing. Shit, bro.
Oh, it's funny you say that. So Raisi was flying a U.S.-made Bell 212 helicopter at the time of the crash, state media reported. Iran's official news agency, INRA, said Raisi was traveling in a convoy of choppers when his went down near the city of Jolfa, about 375 miles northwest of Tehran. Now, early footage and images of the crash site showed scattered debris and detached helicopter parts, according to the New York Times. Reuters also reported the helicopter was completely burned after it crashed. The crash comes at a time of growing dissent with Iran over an array of political, social, and economic crises. Now, a spokesperson for Bell did make a statement, quote, very unfortunate. That was from Abu Hil Ibn Clinton Mohammed Tun, made that statement about the...
He's doing good today.
Is that your Photoshop? Did you do that?
No, I didn't do that one.
Did you do that?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh man.
That's your beard, isn't it?
No. Yeah, but in all seriousness, what does this mean? Like, I mean, we got the global stage that is currently shifting right up underneath us. So this headline comes from Fox News, says next Iran president will fall in line with Supreme Leader Khamenei's support for terror, says ex-CIA official.
Yeah, or his helicopter crashed too.
Right. It says, quote, I think we're going to see the continuation of the general contours of Iranian foreign policy, meaning domestic repression, carrying on support to Hamas and their so-called axis of resistance against Israel and the United States, and then fortifying their relationship, their alliance with this new axis of tyranny, Russia, China, and North Korea. And that's from Dan Hoffman, who was a former station chief, CIA operator. Andy, with all of this stuff happening, man, what's your take on this? What's your 10,000-foot view here? You see anything changing? Is this really going to mean anything?
I don't know, man. It was interesting because the people who are starting to support Russia seem to be starting to get targeted. That guy from Serbia last week got fucking shot like 20 times and he lived. Mm-hmm. Now all of a sudden this guy crashes in a helicopter. Who's next? Right. So it's like, I don't know. I don't see this as this doesn't seem like a coincidental thing at all. And if it comes out that this was shot down or there was some sort of activity from Israel, it's going to start a big war, which is what we talked about, and it's what they want.
Yeah. I mean, I think the timing of all of this stuff is weird too. And I'll say this, I know Iran is not a world leader when it comes to technology and all of this stuff, and there's talks of having this is a photo of the actual helicopter itself here. But it's like for
real, like who the fuck would fly in that old piece of shit?
Yeah, you shouldn't be flying in it. But again,
if that showed up right here today,
you ain't hopping in.
No.
I wouldn't let you hop in, bro.
I'm looking at that and I'm saying, yeah, you guys go ahead.
They land that motherfucker anywhere either. Look at that.
Listen, dude, we got to stop. Here's what I will say. I don't know, but I know this. Mm-hmm. I bet there's going to be more guys that start falling out because the world cabal is not allowing these people to resist what's going on in Ukraine. And what's going on in Ukraine is not a simple war. I don't know what's going to happen, dude. These people are fucking out of control criminals.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's sad. And, there's videos right now, apparently, and there's some weird stuff happening. I saw this, Alex Jones actually tweeted this out. Apparently, none of the weather data, because that was one of the first things they started saying was, there was some shit going on with the weather.
Can't find it.
There is zero history. They've deleted
the weather data,
all of the data from that day. I think 24 hours prior to that. So there's some weird stuff that's definitely happening here.
But here's what I was going to say though. The United States needs to stop providing any weapons or any technology or any military equipment to anybody for any reason.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck these people. They don't like us. Fuck all these people. Dude, any of these motherfuckers. Let them build their own shit. Let's see what the you guys could come up with. Oh, it ain't shit, right? I'm tired. Let's be real, dude. America, the American people have built more shit and came up with more technology than any other civilization in the history of Earth. Okay, and that's not black people. That's not white people. That's American people, and we have to stop giving our technology and our weapons and our this and our that. There's no reason for that other than they want to fund their they want to line their pockets because of the war profiteering. All right. So that's my point of view. Stop giving these motherfuckers anything.
No. And we're selling it off. Yeah. It's not even making a dent in the amount of, it makes no sense. There's 0 cents to do it. There's 0 cents. And especially when you look at the fact that a lot of our stuff, when there's time for the new stuff to come out, a lot of the old stuff, guess where it goes? It falls in the hands of the same people we call our enemies. How does that happen? It's intentional.
No shit. Because they want the wars. Look, bro, if these military companies just made military equipment for the United States, then eventually we'd have enough military equipment. And nobody would be able to with us because they didn't have the equipment.
Right.
So for them to stay in business and make money, they got to sell the equipment over here so they can fight with their equipment against our equipment.
Exactly.
That's how they make money. And then they kick back the politicians. All the politicians get rich. That's why there's a war in every generation of men. And then they use the war to eliminate and handicap and traumatize the strongest men in each civilization, in each culture. This has been going on for hundreds of years. So all of this is a scam. All of this is bullshit. All of us peasants are used to fight these people's wars so they can make money, and that's wrong. Mm-hmm. These companies shouldn't be selling their equipment over here and then positioning a war so that they can make money and the politicians can get rich while our sons and daughters and brothers and sisters go fucking fight in them. Fuck that. That's bullshit. Mm-hmm. And the American people and the citizens of the earth, whether they be in the Middle East or Asia or Western civilization in Europe, whatever, y'all need to stand the fuck up and say, we ain't fighting these bullshit wars for you fucks. That's what needs to happen. And we need a world revolution of noncompliance.
Yeah.